Will Giannis Antetokounmpo be the next NBA GOAT? There are a few things that basketball fans love as much as a debate. One of the most touchy topics, however, is historical greatness. Everyone has their own take on why Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, RIP Kobe, or anyone else does or does not deserve the title of GOAT. In the current NBA though, Milwaukee Bucks forward Giannis Antetokounmpo is making a stronger and stronger case every time he steps on the floor. In this video, let's take a look on how much chances and potentials Giannis Antetokounmpo has to gain his place as a future GOAT in the NBA. This would get more interesting, so stick around to the end of this video. Despite his statistical dominance, the Greek Freak is a humble star. While he recently had the chance to pump his own tires, Antetokounmpo chose to pay a compliment to a fellow competitor instead. If true strength comes from overcoming adversity, it is easy to see why Giannis Antetokounmpo grew into an elite athlete. While he is currently an NBA star, the Greek Freak grew up in much different circumstances. In Greece, Antetokounmpo's parents, who had recently immigrated from Nigeria, struggled to make ends meet. There was not always food in the house. Giannis and his brothers needed to do their part too, selling accessories on the city streets. At times, the boys shared a single pair of basketball sneakers between themselves. Regardless of his tough circumstances, Giannis's talent on the court was obvious. He started playing competitive ball with Philatletico's organization and in 2013 declared for the NBA draft. The Milwaukee Bucks took a chance on a young, lanky Antetokounmpo at 15th overall. From then on, the rest is history. While Antetokounmpo wasn't immediately an NBA star, he's grown by leaps and bounds with each passing season. The lanky teenager has grown into a legitimate star, capable of doing just about everything on the floor. In 2018 to 2019 season, Giannis was the league's MVP. In 2020, he's posting even more impressive numbers. While Giannis Antetokounmpo has a legitimate claim to be the NBA's best player, he is not big into self-promotion. In fact, he did not even bat an eye when another player made a case for himself. Following the All-Star break, Philadelphia 76ers big man Joel Embiid called himself the best player in the world. Shortly after those comments, the Sixers and the Bucks faced off on the court. Unsurprisingly, Giannis dominated the game and earned a win. Antetokounmpo, however, did not take advantage of his opportunity to gloat. Instead, he turned the other cheek. At the end of the day, every player in the NBA should feel like he's the best player, the Bucks forward explained. Like, who am I to tell he's not the best player in the world? Who are we to tell him that he's not the best player in the world? He added. While every sports fan has their own preferences, one thing is clear. Giannis Antetokounmpo is already one of the NBA's top talents. On the court, the Greek Freak is an all-around threat. His MVP quality nightly average of 29.9 points, 5.8 assists, and 13.6 rebounds have made the Milwaukee Bucks a legitimate threat. They've already locked up a playoff berth and have a legitimate shot of taking home the NBA title. Antetokounmpo also shines off the court. While Barack Obama might have urged him to become even more of a public force for good, Giannis is no slouch when it comes to giving back. Whether he's in Milwaukee of his native Greece, the forward does his part in the community without looking for affirmation. Giannis's work ethic is the reason he is the best on his team right now, but he still works as hard or even harder than he did before. It is said that whenever the Bucks lose, he will work on his screw-ups in the gym either that night or when the team gets back to Milwaukee. The trainers have said that he stayed in the gym as late as 3 a.m. at times. After shooting only 25.6% from deep in the 2019 season, he's improved to 30.6% the following season after on a career-high 4.8 attempts per game. Giannis has the skill to dominate anyone on the court. Even Kawhi Leonard can't stop him at times. There is only one weakness in his game, but it can easily be fixed. His shooting needs to get better. He is not seen to take any jump shots that weren't close to the rim. Although, Antetokounmpo has been an offensive force in a variety of ways. He's averaged 5.8 assists per game in 2020, continuing his recent trend of being a facilitator. With defenses sending multiple defenders at him, he always finds the open man, like center Brook Lopez in the corner for a three-pointer or all-star forward Chris Middleton cutting to the basket. Antetokounmpo is both the ball handler and the screener in pick and rolls. As the ball handler, he uses his agility and long strides to get around defenders. He He's averaging 1.09 points per possession as a pick and roll ball handler and 1.19 as a roll man. This was what people were saying about Michael Jordan too. He eventually developed a good jump shot and became an even more deadly force. Giannis has the work ethic to develop his jump shot in just a year. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't be surprised if he could shoot by the time the playoffs come around. The Bucks lead the NBA with a 101.6 defensive rating. It's even better when Antetokounmpo is on the floor. Milwaukee's defensive rating is 96.5 when he's on the court and 104.2 when he's off. Blocks are only one part of Antetokounmpo's defense. He does a great job of using his long arms to get deflections and steals too. One-on-one, Antetokounmpo does a great job finding his positioning. He can go from covering the pick and roll to helping on a post-up before recovering to his man. Think about this. If you were a coach and you had the option to choose between a 6-foot-tall guard and a 6'11" athlete who has the ability to play both guard and forward, who would you choose? You would be crazy not to choose height in that situation. That is what Giannis brings though. He is 6'11" and has the speed and strength to bully opponents. The trusted stats database Basketball Reference says that he has yet to play center, and although he currently plays as forward, Antetokounmpo's position is listed as power forward, point guard, small forward, and shooting guard. That speaks so much about his remarkable versatility. The question is, will he be the next GOAT? We can't tell it just yet. However, he surely has the potential. He is unstoppable in the paint and is a fantastic two-way player. His three is getting better too, which will add a whole nother dimension to his game. He can just impact games so much on both offense with his driving and playmaking abilities and on defense. He's also only 24 years old, so he has all the time in the world to collect accolades. So, if his three can develop to a point where it's league average, will that give him potential to be the GOAT when it's all said and done? Absolutely. Make sure to keep posted with our videos to keep yourselves updated with your favorite stars' whereabouts. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more.